Welcome everybody to Talk Tuesday. It's your brother Al.
And Rod.
We are marriage coaches. We are here tonight to talk about third-party interferences and keeping your business.
Your business.
Right. You got to beware of the third-party interferences, y'all, because we want to develop and create happy, healthy, thriving marriages, and third-party interferences can be a detriment to that.
Absolutely. And one of the things that third parties do is they come in and they offer their own opinions and advice, and they kind of have a way of infecting the marriage. And so we want to make sure that to keep out all of those infections that you protect. And you're going to hear us probably say protect your marriage a lot.
It's your responsibility.
Yeah, to protect your marriage.
Yes.
So you'll probably hear us say that a lot throughout each point that we give, but it is absolutely your job to protect your marriage.
All right. So the number one third-party interference is family.
Yeah. The mama and daddy, that sister, brother, and them, auntie and them,
cousins
and them. You always got
distant cousins.
Yeah, all of them.
Cousins that ain't your cousins.
They ain't really your cousins, but you know how we claim everybody, so they're your cousin because you grew up with them.
Right. So you want to be sure, you want to make sure that family, you don't allow family to become an interference, because, okay, guys, we're not saying that you can't talk to anybody,
no.
But what you have to do is you have to be careful who you talk to.
Absolutely.
And so when you're going to your family, we need to realize that number one is our family, and we have to go with the right motives. All right, and then also you have to make sure if you're gonna go to a family member, make sure that you go to a family member that is a stickler for doing right.
Yeah, that's gonna be able to kind of be neutral in the situation, because again, if it's my mom and I go to my mom about his foolishness, and then I tell her everything that's going on, everything that he's done wrong and how he's doing me bad and this, that, and other, and how, I'm so unhappy. And then I go home and we make up, but then we happen to go to Sunday dinner at mama's house. She now looking at him like, yeah, we need to have a talk, boy, because you treat my daughter wrong.
Right, but everything's good now.
Everything's good between us.
Right.
Yeah. So you have to be careful when you're bringing in family as that third party, because they can have the tendency to take sides because it's your family.
Right.
It's your cousin, your auntie, your mom, your dad.
Exactly.
So you have to be really careful with that.
Right. So that's the number one. Number two, we have friends. Yeah, boy. And y'all know, come on, let's just be honest. Some of y'all got some crazy friends.
Y'all know they cuckoo. Cray, cuckoo.
Yeah, and you going to them, telling them about what's going on in your
marriage. And they ain't even got no marriage. They ain't married. They ain't got no boyfriend, girlfriend, nothing. They by themselves. And it ain't on purpose.
Right.
It ain't by choice.
Exactly. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful even telling your friends.
Absolutely.
Because again, you and your spouse can go back and make up, but your friend is looking at them side-eyed, and you want to be careful again. If you're going to go to a friend, again, make sure that they're that friend that'll give you wise advice.
That friend, right?
Make sure they're that friend that's going to give you wise advice. That's going to tell you what's right, regardless to how it makes you feel.
It's going to tell you what's right, even if you're wrong. Because a lot of times what you do is you'll go to a friend even when you're wrong, and your friend will back you're wrong because they're your friend. But a true friend is going to tell you wrong even when it's a tough situation. They'll tell you,
exactly,
girl, you didn't handle that right. You need to get that together.
Right. And so you do not allow your friends to become a third party interference. And then the third one is you want to be careful about is coworkers.
Those workers that you work with every day.
Yeah, now you have to be careful with that. I mean, you go to work, and now
your spouse had a little something
right,
home.
and then granted, you spending 8 hours or more with these people.
Yeah, y'all talking.
You're talking, but listen, they have no business in your marriage bed. They have no business in your finances. They have no business about knowing all about your parental involvement with your kids and things of that nature. Listen, you want to protect your marriage.
Yeah.
And you have to be very careful with talking to coworkers, because some of your coworkers are looking for opportunities.
They're looking for that open door.
And you don't want to open that door. And then you don't want them disrespecting your spouse.
Exactly. Your spouse come up there to take you to lunch and they looking at your spouse crazy, and or your spouse send you some flowers and they like, oh girl, he done messed up again. You know, just crazy stuff like that. You don't want to even have to deal with that. And the way that you don't have to deal with it is you don't tell them. You
don't include them.
Zip it.
You don't include them. And y'all, this is something that we really need to, as couples, we need to really practice this.
Yeah.
We need to practice, if we are into it about somebody, then we really need to start practicing and implementing well, listen, we got something going on, so we're going to handle it between us. But when we get out in public, the public should know that we got something going on.
Absolutely. Let me tell y'all something. We could be into a heated discussion in the car, but if we
on the way to church.
But I guarantee you, once we pull up on that church lot, the smiles are going on. Call it fake if you want to, but it just ain't none of your business.
Right.
If
and
we're going through
protecting.
stuff, that's how you protect your marriage. Everybody does not need to know every time you guys are having a disagreement.
Exactly. So be careful of the co-worker interference.
So far we have family, we have friends, we have co-workers.
All right.
Number 4.
And number 4 is church.
Y'all, now that don't even make sense, right? You can't talk to the people at the church.
Well, if you can't talk to the church, who can you
talk to?
Well, it's not always.
Oh,
Lord, here we go. But it's not always that the issue is with the church.
Yeah.
Sometimes is that the church may give you wise counsel.
Yep. And it's how you handle it.
It's how you handle so if, for instance, if you go to the pastor talking about your spouse, then it is a no-no to go home and tell your spouse what thus said the pastor.
Well, my pastor said that you need to do it this way. Or my pastor said if you would just do this, things will get better.
Exactly. So you do not want church to become a third-party interference. That's just with the pastor. But also, you have to be careful with the prayer band.
Y'all, don't tell you ain't got to run your spouse down to the prayer band. Just say pray for my prayer band. That's all. That's all. Just pray for.
Because what if your spouse decides, hey, I'm gonna come to church?
They come walking up in church and you all excited and happy.
Right.
How they had to walk in there, baby?
They ready to praise the Lord, and here come one of the prayer band members.
We've been praying for you. Ooh, we've been praying for you. The Lord.
Look at the Lord.
Yeah. The Lord's still in the miracle working business.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Do not allow church to become a third party interference. Because now, if I'm that spouse, I'm like,
I ain't coming back.
I'm looking at you like, what have you told me?
You know,
so you want to make sure.
We finding another church come next Sunday. We visiting somewhere else. Okay?
Right. So you want to make sure church does not become a third party interference. All right. So we have family. We have friends.
Yep.
We have co-workers. We have church. And then this one, babe. This one, the 5th one here is...
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. It's really a tough one, but it needs to be spoke about.
Yeah.
And so this one is, do not allow your kids to become a third party.
Them little bitty cute little babies, little cute little faces. Little sweet, innocent little faces.
Little Pookie.
Little Pookie and John.
No, they just...
all of them.
Yeah, they just so sweet.
How could they be an interference?
Yeah, man. You can pour so much into your children that you forget or neglect to pour into your spouse. So you want to make sure that your kids do not interfere with you and your spouse having a connection.
Right. And one of the big things now is, I think you said you read a study or you've been noticing a lot that marriages now, people that have been married for like 20, 25 years are now getting divorced. And a lot of that is coming around the time of that empty nest period where the children are now moving out of the house, and because the parents poured so much in, the connection was the that games, the connection was the pageants and the school plays and all of those things that surrounded the children. But now that there are no longer basketball games and school pageants and programs to go to, there's no connection with mom and dad. So when the children now graduate, move out and start their own lives, the mom and dad, they're left with,
who are you?
Right, exactly.
You know?
And because you guys haven't really taken that time to nurture each other because you spent all of your time nurturing the children, now it's you have one of two choices: either get to know each other or divorce.
Exactly. So you want to make sure that while you have little kids, that you're taking time to pour into each other. Do not neglect each other.
Yeah.
Because again, not only are you maintaining a connection then, but you're working on maintaining a connection when the kids are gone.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're sowing seeds of connection.
Yes. Yes.
Sowing seeds of connection.
Yes, yes.
All right.
And
the last one.
I never thought about this being that it could be a third party interference, but you said this earlier, and I never thought about how your past could be a third party interference.
Yes, your past. So they say that a lot of things that our past experiences shape who we are right now.
I believe that.
And, and so what happens a lot of times, if we haven't dealt with our past and we've been through some traumatic things, some hurtful things, what happens is you can allow your past to now hinder your present relationship. Because what we'll do most times is we'll consult the past.
Oh, that's good.
And what came to me is your past can give you bad advice.
That's really good.
So you don't want to, if you haven't been, if you really haven't dealt with your past and you got some things that's going on, you want to make sure you sit down with somebody and talk through that so that it won't interfere in your relationship or in your marriage.
And won't cause you to make the same decisions that you made in your past that caused those bad things and bad experiences back then.
Right.
Because what will happen is if you consult your past, I really like that. When you consult your past and your past advises you now in your present, you're going to make or produce the same types of situations just with a different person.
Right. And so therefore you can relive your past.
Absolutely.
You can. And so hopefully these are some things that you can be aware of and kind of, just say keep an eye on these, because we want to develop and create healthy, happy, thriving marriages. All right. And so you don't want to allow third party interferences to come in and tear that up.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep them out your business.
Keep them out. Kick them out. Set up that oneness.
Yeah.
Leave, cleave, and become one with the person that you are in that marriage with.
And it kind of makes sense,
It does.
If I got a problem with you,
come to me.
Come to you.
Yeah. All right.
Keep the third person out.
Keep it out, man. Do y'all. All right. All right, y'all. Hopefully this is a blessing to you. Again, this is your brother Al.
And Rob.
We are together with 1, 2. We are marriage coaches.
All right. And we come to help you guys, to give you tips and tools to help you learn how to be married.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Peace. 2.